Okay. That's coming in a tiny bit high. Hi, Snortsy. Let me get all this turned on. All right. About the sword. That's what we want. Okay, so
This
last
the
time.
last,
Hmm?
is this the last room of the five?
As
Or is
far as you
it
know. Yep.
okay?
As far as you
Cool.
know, or as far as
Yeah.
Vander kind of got from surface reading, this should be the last of the five. Oh shoot! I gotta double check because I wrote that down last time too, and I forgot to double check it. 6 to 12. Okay, so last time we left off, it was no, not there. Fine. Last time we left off, you guys made it through a few of the hallways actually. Getting through the Shrine of War, managed to get the egg. After the pyramid kind of, you guys figured out the pyramid inverted and reverted. The Hall of the Hall of Compass, the Hall of Commerce. You actually had to bargain with essentially like a winter spirit that was sealed inside some type of glass urn. And as far as you guys, from what Vander gathered on information, the last one you should have to deal with is the Shrine of Law. Now, we dealt with coming into the shrine, or getting into the main hallway. You turned the ring, went in there, whatever. Kind of recapping. Getting in here, you've got these gold tiles with black highlights on the floor that kind of spiral up from this statue. It's this female Kephalem with this very ornate, very official, almost judge-like robes, kind of reading from this long scroll. It goes all the way to the floor and kind of wraps around her legs all the ways. The just kind of looking at the sculpture, it really kind of captures intelligence and authority. The statue very much portrays kind of this easy assurance of herself and her position. And that's kind of where we left off.
And then there was the thing about recite the seven sins.
Oh yes, yeah. That was as soon as any of you kind of approached the statue at all, it would animate just slightly. Just kind of the head would kind of turn and look over this scroll at whoever it was that approached, and would just simply ask, "Recite the seven sins of Arden."
Uh, can we look at our Arden book to see if there's any information about that?
Finally, gonna use it.
Yeah, I think this would be the perfect situation, huh?
So this booklet, it's it, what it is essentially, if anybody remembers the old, back in, I guess, be God, they haven't made those in what, 15 years now. The instruction books that used to come with video games, like the late 80s, early 90s, they would have these like almost small, like young adult novels in them that would
Yeah.
have lore about the world, creatures you might see, threats you'll find.
Like
It,
tutorial stuff.
oh yeah, yeah, it was very much written tutorial. That's what this
Some
book
reason,
is. So
person that came to mind for that was Blasto.
Yeah.
yeah, there were a lot of games like that. Like you could go play through the game. There was no lore in the game whatsoever. It was all in that book. But what it'll do is, if who's approaching the statue, or who plans to answer, I guess, or what it'll be is
Um,
that book will act like an asset for essentially like remembering,
okay.
if you happen to know. So what it would
Um,
be is like an intellect roll, with a
yeah,
plus
I
three.
have um remembering and what is this thing called? Hold
Mm-hmm.
on. I have to remember what it's actually.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I see what the full thing is?
Probably just have to stretch it way out.
Yeah. Anyway, it's when I read something, basically I can read something and remember it. Like that's my kind of
Mm-hmm.
knowledge. So can I use that since I'm trained in it?
Remembering and memorizing.
Yes.
Sure. Give me a remembering and memorizing.
Okay, so I'll put an effort because I think that'll be a wash basically. Whoop! Yes.
8. Okay. And this is just you kind of remembering, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is one of
So
those.
I kind of close my eyes and, imagine the page from the book in my head and
Mhm.
say them out.
So this is gonna be one of those. You're gonna kind of sit and think about it for a second. It'll take Imelda a little bit. You're gonna think of a number of things. Okay. What do you remember flipping through the file about Arden? Okay. Sins. Of the things you'll remember, there are seven sins in Arden. Oh, well, yeah, because she asked you to recite that derp.
Yeah.
You'll get five of them, six of them. There we go. Commerce, death, desire, law, lore, silence.
Okay.
There's one more.
Um. Hold on. Where were the things that we had? So we had Death Desire. What was War, Commerce, Law? Lore, Silence. Uh, hmm. He's going to look at Vander and go, well, these aren't the same as the rooms, but they're very similar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the ones that are different, Commerce, Death, Desire are all ones that were specifically there. Then there was War, Commerce. Wait, what was the sixth one? You said Commerce, Death, Desire, Lore, Silence,
Law.
Law. Okay. Okay, so Law, Commerce, Death, Desire were exactly the same as the room. So there's Lore, which was probably the monk.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Death. What was the other one?
War.
Oh, right, War. So War and Death were the other two. So presumably, did you say War or Lore, like Lore?
War as in what is it good for?
Oh, yeah.
Right, but the sin is war, or the sin is lore, like Lore.
What you remember from the files, I put in chat.
Oh, okay. Commerce, Death, Desire. Yes, lore, silence. So what's the seventh room? I have Death, Desire, War, Commerce, Law, and the other two.
The seventh room would presumably be silence if these halls are for the 7 sins. Because there's 7 halls, 7 sins.
So then, right, but which is the one? Which is the one that's missing on this list?
War.
Oh, right. Yes.
Good
War.
God.
Yes. Okay. So then, yeah, I don't know why I'm having such a time with this. 'Cause
I
keep-
probably would be if I didn't have the list of egg locations up in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll say commerce, death, desire, law, lore, silence, war.
The statue's going to kind of give a little bit of a nod, and you'll see the door next to it. No, you won't see it. You'll hear that door next to it unlock.
Yay. Dee. The little bell chimes and, doodle.
Yeah, I always thought law was pretty crooked.
Yeah.
More in depth. A little bit of a description on them. So war is also the act of cowardice is kind of a sin. Is what war implies.
Interesting.
So they don't tolerate cowards. It's not necessarily the if be a warmonger. Just don't run from a fight.
I suspect a lot of people have broken number 3.
Oh, probably. Imagine there's probably a bunch of them people have broken.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, the guy who runs this place sort of violated, I don't know. I guess it wasn't really the Donna's livelihood, but interesting.
Or he is following the law, the commandment of law.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Yeah, well, see, silence, failure to aid another when it is within your power to help. But
Mhm.
so if he comes back, we'll lay that on him.
But he's also following commerce.
Yeah,
It's not his wealth. He's just guarding it. It's
Right.
complicated when you start dealing with ethics.
yeah.
The book wanted me to have you make a check for every sin.
Oh God.
You rolled well enough. I was like, I'll just give you most of them. So, moving on to the next room. Boop, 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 boop. As you kind of come up to this door, you can kind of see that there's frost kind of almost coating this chamber. Inside, there's 3 large chests along the north wall. And this sword and this bright blue scabbard seems to be almost frozen to the wall over the chests.
I guess I will open the first chest. Do that
Chests are
one.
locked.
Ah.
The first chest is about the size of a person. The second's small enough to be kind of picked up by hand, and the third one's somewhere in the middle.
Okay. Well, the egg can't be in the second one because obviously it's too small, but I'll examine the sword thing.
Sword and a blue scabbard. Yep.
Can I withdraw it from the scabbard?
It
Probably
feels like
a big mistake, but
it's almost like it's like it's frozen into the surface. It's not like underneath the frost or anything, but you'd have to kind of pull it off the wall before you could pull it out of the scabbard.
I'll look at the others and say, maybe this is a job for Rusty, not me.
Yeah, Rusty would step forward then.
Yeah. Yeah, see if he can melt it maybe a little.
I kind of picture he'd probably use like his shroud of flame and reach up and try to just melt the frost off of it.
Yeah.
And then having it melted off before he kind of pulled it down, he'd look back to the party if anybody else is wanting this sword.
Yeah, swords aren't my... Well, I mean, I guess a frozen sword is kind of my deal. I mean, I'll take it, sure.
He'll kind of reach up and continue thawing this sword out off the wall, and I guess kind of the two of you can pull it down. Excuse me. And taking this sword down. Yeah.
But that doesn't do anything to the boxes?
Not to the chests. Nope. It'd be one of those like kind of as you get the sword down, the rest of you would notice that frost in the room starts to almost dissipate. It's almost as if the room is thawing out.
Hmm. She'll look at Vander and Ian like, huh? I don't know. Do the boxes look like they might be thawing too? Like, do they look like they're locked shut or frozen shut?
Locked shut.
Hmm.
Yeah, chest 1 is roughly person size. Chest 2, kind of like that, about as big as a bread box kind of thing. And chest 3 is somewhere in the middle. Think more Zelda chest size. You could probably put a gnome in it, I guess.
I
Oh,
have
I
a
thought-
crowbar. That's my only idea.
Vander, you got anything for locks?
You could try to break it.
Maybe we could try either the big one or the really little one, because I suspect the middle one is the one that has the egg. But so I don't want to mess around with that and maybe break it. Yeah, let's try the crowbar on the big one. Why not?
Okay. Ian, you want to give me a strength check? Or might? Strength or might? I forget. Might.
Oh.
With an asset, because you got your crowbar.
Yes.
Just like a +3.
Yeah. So that'll be a
nice.
6.
6. Okay. So Ian's gonna kind of come up and, without too much effort, it'd be a little bit of a pry, and be able to kind of force that chest open. And lifting the lid on this thing, you're gonna see, packed in sawdust, there's this feathered dragon marionette. Looks like it's made out of this silk-like material. It's worth about 500 crowns.
Hmm.
Ian's not touching the puppet. Said
Yeah, marionette. Yep.
yeah, he's not touching this.
I don't blame you.
I'm very sorry, sir. Go back to sleep.
Yeah, it's like screwing around with Victorian dolls. Probably not a great idea.
Yeah, I picture this to be kind of one of those. The way it's described, I almost picture like one of those Chinese dragons you would see in like a parade,
Oh,
but it's small. Right, like small enough to fit inside this chest. So still decent size, but yeah, looks like the material it's made out of worth about 500 crowns.
yeah, I think we've gotten enough good stuff. I wouldn't feel bad about leaving it behind.
Okay.
On the other hand, if we clean this place out,
You want to take it? Yeah.
we've already cleaned out most everything else.
Well, that's true. It's more. Will this attract a dragon? Question mark. I don't know.
Oh, we've already got means to attract a dragon.
I mean, I already don't like it. That's about it. I just
this-
really, really don't like it.
If this is a dragon to kick our ass, we can call another one to kick its ass.
That's true.
Sound reasoning. Like the horn just says it'll summon a dragon. This is gonna be a good dragon.
Yeah, that's true.
Say, what if the other dragon comes and kicks her ass even harder?
Yeah.
Surely they'll fight over the right to destroy us, and we can get away in the meantime.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Now
you want to
got-
try the middle one?
You got a small one and a middle one.
Middle one.
Give me another mic check.
No, yeah. Oh, that was almost 20. That was a 3.
And as a 3, it'll be one of those like Ian's gonna go over and go and kind of brace his foot on it and pull, and you're gonna feel as your crowbar just kind of stretches. You can feel that play in the metal, but this chest is locked solid, or at least is solid.
Hmm.
Ooh. I guess the little one.
Sure. Give me one more mic.
Is the middle one
Oops,
small
screw it.
enough? Yeah, it's 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 again. Ian, you'll get that crowbar prepped, and just as you start to feel that spring in your crowbar, you'll feel that chest pop open.
Ah.
This smaller chest, again, kind of packed in sawdust. There's this leather pouch. If you were to open it, you'd see 3 tiny clay pots stoppered with wax. Look like they're these little clay pots that are big enough to kind of fit like one of them in like the palm of your hand. One, maybe 2 of them in your palm. I guess 3 if you have really big hands.
All right, we got jars.
Do they look like anything we would recognize? Like, is this the kind of thing that, like, I don't know, potions go in or something?
Engraved, or I guess not engraved, but almost pressed into the wax on top. You're gonna see that same kind of fractal spiral, almost stamped into the wax on all 3 of them. And if you were to kind of look around the edges of it, you'd probably
Dust?
yeah. There's like a spiral fractal pattern kind of stamped into the wax seal, but around the edges of it, you'd probably see a little bit remnants of that blue dust. These are probably 3 doses of spiral dust.
Someone else should probably carry that.
I think Vander's the only one who hasn't done spiral yet.
Yeah, I like to
Willingly.
keep it that way.
See, do we have anything? Can I try directly freezing the lock to see if I can break it?
Sure. Give me
Like to use frost
your
touch or freezing touch?
yeah, give me a frost touch. Or like an attack roll with it.
Yeah. No. Ah. I guess not.
So you're gonna kind of put your hand on a lock, and you'll see as frost kind of rhymes over it. But
Yeah, it's been sitting in this cold room. I'm guessing it's not.
yeah, or like
No,
this
the
this
middle
lock
chest.
isn't. It's not made. It's actually made out of like decent quality materials. Looking at it, this is like a tier 4 lock.
Hmm. Were you saying something, Nick?
I'm wondering if I can pull the small chest with the spiral doses in it, set it against the middle chest, the front of the middle chest where the lock is, blow up the small chest and what's inside, and see if that can either break, if the shrapnel can break the middle chest lock, or if it can weaken it enough that maybe somebody will have an easier time with it. Because I'm leery about directly attacking the middle chest with the egg in it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe using something adjacent to it will mitigate that risk a little bit.
Or we could also say like you put like a sliver or a pebble or something just inside the latch. Try to something you can hopefully blow up to make it open.
Oh, you know what? I have a regular dagger. Like now that I have my fancy dagger,
Mm-hmm.
what if we try jamming this dagger into the lock and then you can explode the dagger?
Uh, can you create things with the frost ability?
Um,
Like small simple things?
I don't think
let's
so.
see. I don't
If it says so, sure.
not yet. It just says I can freeze solid a living target. What's the other one? Or I can like apply frost to things. But I can't well, yeah, because is what I was trying to do. Like to you can apply it to a weapon to like give cold damage, but you can't actually create things. Like I can't make something out of ice.
Okay.
I mean, maybe at a higher level you can, but right now I can't.
Can you pack the lock with ice so I can shatter the ice?
I can, yeah, I can try you know what? If I use freezing touch, Travis, can I do
Mhm.
that instead? And that'll to actually create the ice?
Sure.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Well,
No, that's
so
fine.
I created some ice.
Yeah, there's a little bit. There's enough in there for him to kind of target. Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't break it on its own, but there's some ice in there.
Okay.
And we are gonna need so much friggin' rest. I can't even.
All right. Then with the ice in place, Vander
I
is
forgot how
going
much
to
that costs you.
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah, the frost touch doesn't cost much, but the freezing touch really does. Oh, there we go.
Hey. Very effective. That's a tier 7 with extra damage. So there'll be very much. There'll be that. You'll. I picture Shatter, at least in like a fantasy setting, to almost look like remember the old X-Men cartoon? Whenever Gambit charged something, it kind of gets that glow before it blows up.
Mm.
That's kind of what I picture with Vander's Shatter, at least in like an Arden setting.
Sure, that makes sense.
So it's gonna kind of start to glow a little bit, and it'll probably give off a little bit of almost like a little bit of a soft white before it's, and it's gonna pop with enough force that it's actually gonna push the chest open. And packed in sawdust, in this chest, is another one of those large, kind of mottled gray eggs.
Yay! Yeah, I couldn't remember what the Zelda song was, but yes.
Just holding my hands over my head as an egg floats just above them spinning.
Quest achieved.
So you have
Alright, that's
you found the
5.
other egg.
Okay. I think we need to pack these things up and get the hell out of here.
So
Yep.
that took you about 15, 20 minutes getting all that done. Oh, it's round
Along with the egg getting collected, Vander is going to take that marionette,
Mhm.
and he is also going to stomp all over these spiral doses.
Okay.
Yeah, wait till I'm out of the room though, so there isn't like dust floating in the air or whatever. Oh man, we don't have any way of knowing who deposited any of this stuff, do we?
Oh, he told you.
Yeah,
They got the cloak.
the dust man. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we can presume that all of this stuff belongs to him.
Sure.
At least the spiral and the eggs.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering if maybe it was someone else, but you're right. It's the cloak guy. Okay.
All right. We've cleaned the place out. Let's get out of here.
Yep.
Ooh, we have successfully robbed the bank.
We go outside to take selfies next to the statue outside.
I need to see where this person is at.
By my calculation, we still had like an hour and a half, but
Oh, there's somebody else. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, we took care of the manager. Security is still at play.
oh, it's the other one, right? Right.
Oh, where is he at? Let me see. 6. This one? Nope. There he is.
Yeah. Did you give me the frozen sword?
Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Oh, and I still have spiral in my inventory, which I think you can take out.
Okay. Smash that. Imelda, give me give me an intelligence check. Kind of looking this sword over.
Okay. Can I use my knowledge the strange?
Sure.
Oh, jeez. I know nothing. Although, frankly, I rolled a 3 and got a 3. That's pretty good, but... Oh, I guess I could have used an effort because I have an edge, but...
Looking at this sword, it's kind of that, it's roughly that long sword length. So, but it's this medium sword with this almost streaming, with these almost streaming bone white runes that kind of run down the edge of it. You can't quite decipher what the runes are, but this thing feels powerful.
Like an artifact as opposed to a cipher kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That said, you're not sure what it does or how to activate it or anything like that.
Yeah, no, I'll pack it up carefully and put it in my bag. I don't want to screw with it right now.
Oh, where's yeah? There it is. Coming out of the commerce hall, like so, the center fire is still kind of aimed towards the law door. It'll be one of those as you guys come out. you're going to see the commerce door start to slide open. It's not opening from like the magic fire because you guys still have it facing your door. As you look closer, you're going to see these thick, almost stony fingers wrapped around the edge of this door, and they're pulling this door open.
Oh. Should we just book it?
And as this door finishes opening, this individual is going to step through. It looks like it looks like this person is around 6.5 or over 6.5 feet. I'd say almost pushing 7, and just almost like that linebacker with pads on. It kind of steps through this door, and as he does, you're gonna see in this light. This is very much essentially a stone golem is stepping through this door. And this golem's gonna look to the party. Hello?
Hey there. Don't mind us. We're here on official business. And, Vander's going to give him a wave and wiggle his fingers, hopefully attracting attention to the ring that he's wearing, which he hopes is like a badge that identifies staff or something. Something this thing will recognize as official.
Give me like an intelligence deception.
Okay.
It's gonna be fairly high.
Cool.
Not impossibly high, but
Fuck it, we're almost out of here. Let's go big.
okay. Well, that is definitely impossibly high. That's actually the description of a difficulty 10 task. Is impossible.
You just float out of the bank on a wave of Vander's BS.
The golem nods, says okay, helps you carry the eggs out. Yeah. Well, Golem's gonna kind of look to Vander. Okay. Have you seen the Myth Keeper? I can't find him. And he's gonna kind of just look around. He left his coat. And he'll go over and pick up those robes that were on the ground. Never leaves his coat.
Oh, yeah, we met him on our way in. We had a nice little chat before we went to check on the inventory. I don't know where he got off to. Yeah, that's weird that he'd leave his coat behind. Never seen him without it. But good luck finding him. I'm sure he's still around here somewhere. Maybe over there. And he'll point towards the Hall of War.
Okay. Have a good day. And he's gonna walk over to the. He's gonna walk over to the Hall of War, and again, just kind of dig his fingers into the side of this door and pull the door open, and step in, and you'll see that door slide back shut behind him.
Time to go.
That's fucked up that he's that strong.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
glad we
sp-
didn't hustle with him. Let's go.
Especially knowing how hard it is to pick those doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, heading out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
gathering up all our loot and getting the hell out of here.
Boop, boop. Question.
Mm-hmm.
So, I imagine you guys are kind of splitting the eggs up amongst the party. So you can carry them back as easy as you can.
Makes sense.
That clay figurine is still sitting in the party sheet.
And let me. Where did we pick up the clay figurine?
Buried in one of the rooms. It was like underneath rubble and like this little hidden box under the floor. I think you picked it up in the. Yep, that's what it was. Shrine of Desire.
Oh, that's right. The receipt. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Would you have taken that? Or would Imelda have taken that?
I could have. Because that was No, that wasn't the place with the unicorn, right?
No, Unicorn was the first hallway.
It was the-
Desire was the second one that Melda was the only one able to look away from the statue.
Yeah, with the
Oh,
three
right.
bodies
Yeah,
of
so
the people
then
that.
Yeah, because I think I was the one because I was look. Oh no, wait. Was Ian the one who actually spotted it?
I don't remember.
Well, you know what? We can say I took it.
That was a month ago.
Yeah, we can say I took it. I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
That worked.
Because it's not a cipher or anything, right? Because I'm at max
Nope. Yeah.
ciphers. Okay.
Why does it say Ian has 3 analytics? He has 1.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought he took. There was a speed one that we got at one point
Mhm.
that I think he took for healing.
I think so.
Yep, that's what the analytic is. Yep.
Yeah.
It's just the party sheet says you got 3 of them. That's not
Oh.
right.
No, there was only one, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Heading out then.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you want to essentially hike back to the nearest town, which, if I remember right, was like 2 weeks away, or at least the city where you guys came out of, or translate here?
That's a good question.
I mean, translating is an effort, right?
It takes a few hours to do, but it's also one of those like, if you translate from here, when you come back, you're here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that if we come back to Arden, we necessarily want to come here.
No.
Although, and going to the city is probably not. I mean, in some ways it's convenient, but also it puts us in the middle of stuff. Like having a slightly out of the way location might not be the worst thing.
I feel like we're on a time limit.
Also that.
Yeah, I think we want to move away from the mouth of swords a little bit, but
You know, why don't we go? How far is the farm where we saved the that family?
A couple days.
Is that too far, you think?
I don't think so.
Because that might be a reasonably low key sort of place for now, at least.
Yeah, if nothing else, we know it's friendly.
Yeah, and like we know we can sit undisturbed and not be attacked, or well, hopefully not be attacked. Yeah, so let's head back there.
I'll say that farm was. Where was it? Somewhere
Yeah, it
around
was
there.
like before Foston, maybe, or after Fost, like between Foston and the Mouth of Swords.
Yeah, it was one of those like you had to kind of take a little bit of a detour to get to it.
Yeah.
So, 200 miles. Sure. So, 200 miles, you're looking at certainly a few days of travel. 200, I would say that's probably closer to a week.
Ugh. I'm not sure we want to wait that long, though.
Well, it was a solid 2 weeks just to get here.
Yeah.
You're making sure
Actually-
we don't, making sure we drop somewhere that's relatively safe, though. When we come
Yeah.
back here, I think that's worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. I see now because I'm looking back at the calendar. When you guys translated here, you left on the 18th. About 3 or 4 days out of Hazurium, or 3 or 4 days to get to Hazurium. A couple of days after that, you found Farmstead, and that was about a week away.
Okay.
So you got about a week's travel.
Okay. Well, then I guess we better get on the road.
Okay. Can I get just plain old D10 from someone? The higher it is, the better your travel.
Sure.
We want high numbers. That is not a high number.
Oh, I don't know. That seems pretty high to me.
Really
Oh,
glad I didn't
sweet.
have a D20 on that.
I thought that first one didn't roll. Okay.
Oh well.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that one went through.
Oops.
So, we'll be getting on the road, and it's already fairly late in the evening when you guys come out of the Mouth of Swords. You're already looking at about 9 o'clock at night. So imagine there's that. Okay, let's get some distance and we'll camp down. So you guys are probably getting 3 or 4 hours down the road before you camp down. I hadn't planned on a fight, but
Yeah.
let's see. Sure. We'll use that one. Campsite. You guys are amazing in being able to set up your campsite in the middle of the night. So. How is that a
Look at how
campsite?
tidy we are. Very nice.
Right? Even in the dark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think that looks better. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's a better one because Mouth of Swords. Sure.
What could be better than the site of where Gratok met the last party?
Yeah,
it this
I was
one?
gonna say this looks familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have
that's
apparently I have too many maps because I don't ever remember using this one. I have a lot of maps.
It's all good.
Oh yeah. Oh, camp on the beach. Nope, we used that one. Oh, not the last.
We
So-
can use this one. It's fine.
Yeah. That's not the right scale.
We found a teeny tiny dollhouse.
It's actually a campsite for just halflings.
Was this a campsite for ants?
There we go. Let's try that again. That's still big, but it's better. There's that. There we go. Okay. Take the golem off. I was planning for this to be a little easier. You rolled a 1. So, nighttime. You guys are all kind of getting settled down. You made it a few hours from town, or a few hours from the mouth. Grit snap. There we go. That's better. Figure you're all scattered around here. Scattered around wherever. That's a tent now, sure. Got a big tent for the eggs and whoever's watching those. And Melody, you said you had that figurine, right?
Yep.
So, rewind the clock here.
I'm thinking maybe it wasn't a receipt. Huh. Oh
It was
well.
not a receipt. Remember you guys were curious about finding that phylactery to stop him?
Oh no.
Fuck.
You found the phylactery. I'll give you that.
Oh shit. Yeah, I could die twice in 1 week. It's okay.
I like the Wrath Lord has got the skeleton image. Well, he doesn't have his cloak anymore, so yeah. Okay. So it's going to be around. We're looking about 3 a.m. You guys have managed to get a few hours away. Got all the eggs, got a tent set up amazingly well. We'll say it's because Rusty was using his human torch abilities that we could see what you were doing.
For Ian and Vander, you can sneak in a heal even if you're on 10.
Mhm.
Because I would have given you the speedy recovery thing.
Oh.
So you can do it
And that
in
lets
half
you
the time.
do the 10 hours in 5 hours.
That is handy.
Sadly, it does not help me, but hey, somebody should benefit.
I'm 2 away from full.
Rusty's 3 away, so he's almost
So you
full.
might as well just top off.
Yeah, especially if you're getting a rest. Sure. Okay.
Oh, but I actually have to spend it, so there.
Okay. Let's see. 5.
Oh wait, it occurs to me. I have 3 edge in intellect.
Oh,
but
I've been going
in-
back every time and adding 2 back to your int.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, because I've been watching that. Yeah.
I noticed you had done it before, and I didn't realize why, and now I do. Okay.
Yep. That's no
Can
problem.
I just edit the one that's in the main Fantasy Grounds window to do the same thing? Like when I roll, if I remember to do it?
It
Yeah,
goes
you can
really
change that
weird.
edge number.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then I'll
The
just
edge
try
down
to-
by the dice, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I will try to remember to do that.
Let's see. 5, 6, that's 11, plus another 4, 12, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 a.m. Okay. So we're at 3 a.m. Let me see what the Myth Keeper can do. Mythkeeper's going to Fear of Wrath. Oh, give me a low number for this. 2. Okay.
And we have said that he is not a spirit, right?
Mythkeeper. He's
In the sense of my spirit slaying dagger.
Let me see. Let me read your Spirit Slaying Dagger. If he were to go insubstantial, it would.
Okay.
Otherwise, he's closer to like a white,
Okay.
high functioning zombie. Like he's a spirit given physical form.
Okay.
Now, if he were to go ethereal or something like that, then you could absolutely get extra damage out of stabbing him.
Okay.
So, first off, can you guys give me initiative roll?
I suppose.
This I get a 19 on. Oh, nice.
Damn, son.
Hey! Everybody goes.
We're all
So-
like sleepers except for Ian, who is just passed out.
Yeah. Well, that's where, like, so I imagine what's probably going to wake you guys up is the Myth Keeper is going to essentially reform. And what'll probably wake you guys up is he's summoning these spirits of wrath. And I imagine it's not a quiet thing to do to pull essentially angry spirits into the world. They don't like to do that. Maybe that's why they're wrathful. They were sleeping just fine. But yeah, so he's gonna start off by summoning those spirits of wrath, and then you guys would hear it and imagine there's a what the hell. Who's got higher speed?
Probably
12.
Rusty.
16. Vander does.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Vander, you got higher speed. You just have a lower pool right now.
Gotcha. Um. So these spirits of wrath, they look pretty darn incorporeal, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're substantial enough that you can hit them and they can hit you.
Okay.
Think kind of like the ghosts in what was that? Return of the King.
Oh, okay.
You can
Gotcha,
kind of
gotcha.
see through them, but they can still affect you. You can still affect them.
Right
They're
on.
like difficult terrain if you try to walk through them. Don't try to walk through 'em.
Yeah. In that case, I am going to.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what wakes you up. Is the Myth Keepers reciting the third Gospel of Lotan? I don't know why I have this written down, but I do. It'll be essentially like this almost ethereal kind of booming voice of him just call to the dead with blood and sacrifice. They shall gush from the unhallowed earth as a dark wave of mingled rage and pain, and he'll kind of pull these spirits up out of the earth. Turns out you guys set up your camp on an Indian burial ground. I don't know.
Well, that's less than good. In that case, I'm going to target a tree between all three of them
Okay.
and shatter the hell out of it, blow them up.
Okay.
Let's spend a little bit of effort on the attack
Okay.
and roll high. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's a tier 7. So that's going to hit all three of them.
Now let's add a little bit more effort on the damage.
We'll say you get to also add just an extra damage on top of that, too. The damage for Shatter is always weird because it's an AoE. So it's not 7. It's...
Oh, right. It's 1 point... 1 point less?
I don't remember. Let me see. Damage
Yeah, you
for
deal
Shatter
2 additional
normally
points.
is 1. 2 additional points per level of effort instead of 3. That's what it is. Okay. So you gave 2 levels of effort. So 2, 4, 5... 1 level for an 8, or 1 point for an 18, so it's 6 points of damage. Yeah, okay.
Alrighty.
The spirits immediately go away.
Sick.
Yeah. Nice. Is there anything visually that tells us? I mean, would I be able to figure out that it's the clay figurine that was the phylactery that let him track us?
You can give a check on your turn.
Okay.
Anything else, Vander?
Let's see. If I'm imagining that it would have been this turn where he got up. So I don't know if that would have counted as an action on its own.
You're right. Let's say it's it kind of one getting up and out of the tent and all that stuff. So
All right,
Like
then
oh,
that'll
shit,
be it for
sorry.
Vander.
okay. Oh, I take that back. No, the spirits aren't dead. They have armor. I forgot about that.
Well, shit.
They were close to dead. That definitely shredded them. They're much less visible. The downside of adding damage manually. Rusty. Well, Rusty will climb out of his tent. I don't imagine he sleeps with Shroud of Flame turned on. So he's gonna light up his fire. Ah. It hurts. Doesn't matter. And boop, boop, boop. He'll run over and light the campfire back up. Imelda.
Okay.
Oh, I can put that back on. Put them back on the map. Boop, boop, boop. Okay.
Do. So are these things, you said they're sort of semi-corporeal. Would
Mhm.
activating the dagger help at all against them, since they're more sort of wraith-like than the Mythkeeper? I mean, I guess it kind of doesn't matter if, in a sense, because clearly they're very close to being dead, but,
Mhm.
you know. You know what? It lasts for a minute. That's 10 rounds. I'm just
Mhm.
going to activate it.
Okay.
And I will, can I, add the frost damage to the Spirit Slaying Dagger too? If I do the freezing touch?
Let me see. I think I've got that already built in for you.
You. Nice.
Yeah, I do. It's already built in.
Okay. So then I will put in.
For you, I think that would be everything. Because if you're first round, you're only getting one action instead of two.
Right. Oh, you mean moving will be my whole action?
Activating the daggers in action.
Oh, right. Okay.
But
Um,
it'd give you a move as
can
well, so you can
I
run up to
roll
him.
a speed thing to see if I can get one more?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to, yeah, put an effort in. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you do.
she's pissed. She's just like, I have had enough of this guy and his friggin' stuff.
Let's
So,
see here. Even as you're doing that, I'll give you. What's your recovery roll? Let me see. Oh, perfect. I'll give you 9 speed back. Max out your speed.
oh, nice. Thank you. Uh, so I'm gonna put one effort into stabbing him, and I will stab him. Oh, okay, explain this to me.
But
Explain to me how I roll so poorly when I need to actually do good, and so
oh,
good when it really doesn't matter.
who are you stabbing? The Myth Keeper or the Spirit?
Myth. I I said the Myth Keeper first, so I will stick with that. The Myth Keeper.
Okay. Yeah, three's not quite gonna do it. So you kind of bring that dagger in, but he doesn't have his robes. So you actually get to kind of see his body. It's very much kind of that. I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's like a Death Keeper in one of the Midgard books, and it's just there's kind of a skeleton with a spirit infused in it. So like your dagger's just gonna kind of slip in between the bones, but not make contact with anything.
Yeah, I imagine like a raggedy skeleton with like wisps of stuff coming off it, kind of thing.
And there's probably like little bits of his former body on there too.
Yeah, I'm still not quite awake, so I move pretty fast, but not
Oh
fast
yeah,
enough. So,
yeah.
okay, that is my turn.
Mythkeeper. Unfortunately, Mythkeeper was awake. Shit. Well, it doesn't have his hood on, so perfect. You're gonna level his gaze. Foes within short range and within immediate range of each other. Immediate range is 10 feet, I think we said.
That would be me.
Oh, but you're still within short range. But
Yeah, see, they're not though.
there we go.
Yeah, I guess they're within 10 feet.
Okay. So Imelda, Rusty, and Vander. Can you give me intellect saves? Or intellect defense. Sorry.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh!
There we go.
A couple of minor effects. And a 2. So imagine, you guys are going to see like his eyes, or like, his eye sockets, kind of flare up with this almost reddish purple glow. And he's going to level his gaze down at everybody. And you're going to feel it's just this. It's almost going to be like seeing your own death is essentially what he's doing.
Yo.
Well, it's a good thing you guys did, because targets who see this flaring light from the Wrath Lord's mouth and eyes succeed on an intellect defense roll or suffer 5 points of life-draining damage that ignores armor.
Ow.
Oh.
Yeah, it hurts. So, there would be that, like, kind of as it goes off, with minor effects. I imagine Rusty. It'd probably be something like Rusty would shout out to avert your eyes. Unfortunately, Vander rolled so low that it wouldn't do him much good to get help. Yeah.
Convert my eyes to what?
Yeah, he mishears it as convert. Yeah.
Avert! Avert!
Quit growling at me. I didn't do shit.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Minor effect, make it easy.
Yeah.
On a defense, yeah, you get to. On a minor effect, an option you can have is just like roll a recovery roll for that stat. On a major effect, you can just have recover that stat, or like recover max of a recovery roll kind of thing.
Well, I certainly need it, so. Then-
Okay. He's gonna do that and direct these spirits to go forth. Ian.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I also he's going to go insubstantial. Yeah.
Cheater.
yeah, you think that'll save you? Ah.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot one of the little. I'm gonna shoot that Spirit of Wrath one.
Okay.
And oh yeah. Come on. Anyway. Oh,
That is very much a hit.
Yeah.
Minor effect or +3 damage. Go for the minor effect.
the minor effect. Shit. I don't even know.
The arrow bounces?
I just.
Yeah, or yeah, something happens to hit the other one.
Hmm.
Either that or I just kind of move to get in there.
Sure.
It was a trick arrow that splits midway.
Yeah. Aims low and
Alright.
hits a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does the pew pew and runs, gets up in there
Okay.
to you know, not get hit, but
Mhm.
above Imelda.
Cool, cool.
Spirit of Wrath. They're not super advanced. They're just basic spirits. So he's gonna swarm, fly, whatever, over to Ian. Ian, can you give me a defense roll?
All right.
As it's going to try to essentially rip away at you.
All right. Hey. I might as well do the free effort.
Mhm.
Oop. Yay.
All right, 7. Yeah, that's gonna work. So this spirit's going to essentially try to like dive through and like pull Ian's life force. And there'll be that kind of that dancing dodge thing going on. Vander.
Hmm.
Oh, you wouldn't have torches. Those would be out
So,
by now.
bad guys and substantial.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But you have full turns now.
Yeah. I think I'll get up my quarterstaff, turn on the zap juice,
Okay.
and charge forth. Would I be able to get up here from that tent?
Yeah, be a full action.
Okay.
Because
All right,
he was like
so-
20, 25 feet away. Yeah.
All right, for my second action, I will swing the quarterstaff at the Spirit of Wrath to finish the little bastard off.
All right. That Spirit of Wrath. Okay.
Yeah, let's put a little effort in making sure this goes off without a hitch. No edge on that. Ah, that was almost a 17.
That's okay, because the 3 still hits.
Sweet.
Spirit of Wrath 2 is gone.
Yeah, die.
Enchanted Quarterstaff is nice too, because it's like, what is it? It's like 1 point of damage and 1 point that ignores armor.
Mm-hmm.
They only
I
have 1
will-
point of armor anyway.
Yeah. And I will end my turn by facing the Wrath Lord and give him a little wave with the hand that's got the ring on it.
Yeah.
He narrows his eyes. have my ring.
Well,
Rusty.
you ain't getting shit but an ass whooping.
There's not much Rusty can do. I don't even know. I guess I'll stay over here. Do you have any actions he can do? He's gonna fly up. Flap, 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 flap.
That's annoying.
No, Rusty's going to.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were on the myth keeper.
No, no. Yeah, that would be super annoying, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I need to stab him.
So next round, he's gonna fly, you know. Fly. Imelda.
Okay. I should target. And
Mm-hmm.
is he targeted?
Yes.
For
yes.
some reason, with Fantasy Grounds Unity,
Mhm.
figuring out when you have something targeted is not easy, and I'm not quite sure why that is. But
It shows in the combat tracker.
yeah, I know it does. I just have to remember to keep the combat tracker open.
Oh. Yeah, it's also otherwise it's tough to see otherwise. Oh.
God.
boy. Okay.
Like, this is what I'm saying. Like 1919, 1819, one.
One. Well. Okay. Okay.
I hit my head on the log or whatever that is. You know.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 5. That's 6. He's gonna jump around for a second. Hold on.
No.
He's gonna give this essentially bellow. There. Yeah, that works. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And he's going to give this horrific, just soul rattling battle cry, and almost like World of Warcraft necromancer, pull these spirits up out of the ground. They're not happy either.
I would like to apply countermeasures to that.
Okay.
Hopefully to prevent his action.
Oh no, this is a GM intrusion.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
oh,
an
oh.
intrusion because I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, why'd you do that?
I don't know.
Tell the dice. I don't know. 5 of them come up. Just so that makes it easier. There we go.
Okay.
Yay! Yay!
Do I still have another action?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So then I'm gonna stab him again. 'Cause I'm just
As-
hoping that he'll go away when he's gone. So
As 6 more. So no.
okay. That's better.
Hey, there we go. 18. You get to do an extra +2 damage on it.
Excellent. So 2, and then the spirit slaying dagger. So that's 8 damage.
Nice. That is a lot of damage.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you better be afraid.
It's okay, because it's his turn now.
Oh shit.
He'll go and yeah, kind of fly through Imelda. Read substantiate? I don't know. He's gonna come back into Earthly World. Skip. There we go.
So here's the question:
Uh-huh.
if, well, I guess he was insubstantial. I was going to say, if I have my ice armor on,
Mhm.
and he passes through me, that doesn't do like any damage or anything, does it?
No, just because he was insubstantial. That's all.
Okay.
That's the only reason why he could do it. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
Because insubstantial, he cannot, or he can affect while he is partly okay. Yeah, it's freaking weird, complicated.
Yeah. No, I buy it. That's
He
fine.
can phase between fully physical, partially substantial, and fully insubstantial, and it's got different levels.
Gotcha.
So he's gonna phase back to like a partly substantial, so he can actually be affected and affect others. And he's going to try to essentially claw the ever-living hell out of Imelda. So Imelda, can you give me a defense roll, please?
Certainly.
Because you clearly have the only dagger that he is worried about. He knows that now. Speeder might.
I think I'm gonna put some effort into this because
Okay.
scared of what he can do.
5. That's just enough.
Oh, boy, am I glad I put in 2 effort instead of 1.
So he's gonna try to bring these claws down, and like Imelda, kind of seeing him fly through him, will just, as she's kind
No.
of spinning around, miss it. Moved, restampiate, and attacked. Ian, he's physical now, but you've got friends.
Well-
Lots and lots of friends.
Well, those friends can, well, I'll deal with that later.
That's what we're all thinking. It's like, yeah, they're terrible, but you know,
There's also a lot of them.
yeah.
Is there any penalty to firing ranged weapons while someone's, like, right by you?
It's just like one step harder, so you have like a -3 with it.
Ah,
That's it.
he's a challenge 5, though, so...
Mhm.
Just gonna try to get, like, a little distance away from those ghosts.
Sure. Yep.
Alright. I guess
Take an
about
action,
there.
kind of run away. Yep.
Yeah, and then the next one's going to be shooting this guy.
Okay.
Get my damage in. There we go.
Especially while he's physical.
Hey!
Hey, +1
Excellent.
damage.
Yeah, I'm just take that damage.
That's the only option you got for it.
Ah! Oh yeah, it's not up. Intrusion.
So that's 8 damage. 13 plus 8, 21. Boop, he's gone.
Yay!
You had defeated him again.
And that does that take care of the wraiths or no?
Nope.
Aw.
Okay, well, I was kind of hoping, but c'est la vie.
Okay. Well, that brings up the Spirits of Wrath. Oh, perfect! A group of 5 Wraths can act as a swarm.
Shit.
Focusing on one target to make one attack roll as a single higher level creature. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, Amelda,
Uh-huh.
can you give me a defense roll, please?
Sure. Hold on. Well, I still have some health thanks to critting on a useless thing before, so.
Ow!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
And this is how we got a TPK.
Mm. Well, at least he's not around to summon more of them.
This is true. And he only does that once anyway. All right, let me pull up the combat table.
Turns out each of them can summon 5 more.
No, the suggested one is they each summon 1d6 more.
God.
I'm not gonna do that. 20.
Okay, well, you know.
So, yeah, all actions for you are going to be one step harder until you use an action to wipe your eyes clean.
Okay, well, can I try? Oh no, I can't. It's not my turn.
Sweaty
Yeah.
eyes.
Okay.
You're also going to take 5 points of damage
Oh.
to your speed pool.
Okay.
Because as
Wow.
a group, they hit for 5 damage. Individually, they hit for 3.
Okay. Well. Yeah.
Vander!
Ender, help me.
Oh, I thought that was a in rebuttal.
Maybe not. I don't know.
There is a singular course of action that could probably take care of these things.
Oh.
And Imelda, as seems to be the norm, is sitting right on top of the spot I need.
Maybe if you fall down, I can fall down.
The thing is, I could really only blow up the ground there, so that wouldn't really
can-
help.
Can you use an action to pull me? Like to physically pull me out of, because you don't have to move and you have 2 actions. So can you pull me out and then do the thing?
Is that a possibility?
To like grab her and kind of toss her out of the way. Give me a might check. It wouldn't be contested. I don't imagine Imelda would fight back.
Yeah,
No,
no,
so it's
and
not
I
with a
only have
2
2
might
might
pool.
left anyway, so
Might check, so it's not possible. Okay. All right, let's give it a try.
Virgil's munching on his bone. With this, I would say it's probably going to be. We're looking at probably. Because you're not too worried about how she lands or anything.
No,
now.
just so long as she doesn't get blown
no,
up.
and I
Yeah.
am knocked to hell, so it's not like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'd say
struggle.
it's probably going to be a
or
difficulty 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Just demanding, not impossible.
Fuck.
Well, that's a 2.
anything. Oh,
So Ian's gonna, Evander's gonna reach in to go to pull Imelda out, and it'll just be like, and you won't be able to so much toss her as get her to like, I don't know. It'll be kind of like almost a grapple, and you kind of pull her to you. So like there, I guess.
Okay.
It's not the worst.
Yeah.
For the purposes of immediate range, is she still in the blast zone?
Yep. I mean, depending on where you put it.
Well, I
right.
still have lots of intelligence, so if I
Oh, yeah.
take damage, I can take it out of my intelligence pool.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's
And
gonna be pretty much centered as it is. Vander is
You're-
going to.
your range
Point at the
thing
ground.
didn't have to do with increasing the size of shatter, I don't think.
No, just the range at which I can detonate things.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so we are going to blow shit up.
Okay.
Let's make sure this hits them.
They're not super tough to miss. That's 4.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Good deal. Okay, I think I can. I think I have enough for this.
We defeat them, but then just collapse. Like,
And kaboom.
oh my god.
So, it's 2 less.
How
No,
many
wait,
levels of effort did you put?
3. So,
So
1,
3 less.
3 yes.
7.
Yeah, 7 points.
Okay.
I'm gonna try for a third action.
Don't have to.
Oh, sick.
But you and Imelda are also going to take that damage.
Oh,
yeah,
true.
yeah, that's, So what is
1,
it
2,
actually? Is
3,
it 7?
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
4. 7? Yeah. Yeah. Does that do anything to you? I gotta see now. Hold on. Huh. No, it doesn't. Okay. It tracks that you're wounded, but that's it.
Yeah, just let me sleep for like 12 hours. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Vander, you're crawling. Imelda is unconscious, as the entire ground just exploded in front of the party.
Woo!
Ow! Why'd I do that?
Yeah. Imelda was a saint to get rid of them.
Unconscious words. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have an interesting spot now. What do you guys do? Imelda's unconscious. Vander's essentially crippled. I imagine Rusty would run over and make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah, I try to see what I can do, but I don't think he's actually going to be any help with like injuries, or if anyone would want him to touch anything.
I mean,
Well,
unlike 5e or D&D, there's really no death saves or anything like that. So it's not so much like anything. There's a lot that it can do. I mean, thematically,
yeah.
imagine Rusty and Vander, you guys are at the very least pulling out the med kits and bandaging people up, making sure everything's okay.
yeah, I mean, I think the most you can do is just sort of let us rest, I guess, and
Mhm.
You know, I'm at like the 10-hour recovery thing anyway, so
Mhm.
presumably after that I will recover enough to at least get us to where we can translate.
Um, I imagine Rusty would probably ask. He'd probably be the first one to ask. And I'm not gonna do his voice because I'll butcher it. But it'll be essentially, it's like, how do you find us? We're hours away from there.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be able to leave. Unless we grab the vessel. We grabbed everything else.
I imagine there'd be Rusty probably.
Like, would
Oh,
they remember that that's the one thing, that figure was the one thing that wasn't in like a locked box, essentially?
Let me see. With everything going on, how long you were there, I don't think Rusty would think about it. He, if anything, Rusty would start going through his own stuff. So okay, what did we take?
Yeah, Vander
And
would
he'd
be,
kind of pour out anything he brought or he took from the place, which I don't think was much.
yeah, Vander would be thinking of everything we grabbed, and if any of it would fit that bill. Would his magic training help with this?
Sure.
Okay.
You're impaired. I gotta double check what that means. I think you have difficulty on stuff. Let me check.
Okay.
Where's that? That's translation. I love the system, but good grief, this book is a nightmare to navigate. Open up the other book. Huh? Now it's trying to update? Oh, screw you.
Hmm.
Where's it at? Back matter. Damage, 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 damage. Track 218. Hail, normal. Impaired, wounded, or injured. When impaired, character applies effort. It costs 1 extra point per level, so don't apply effort. An impaired character ignores minor and major effect results of their rolls. Oof. And they don't get the extra damage of special rolls.
So a point of effort
Would be
is
4, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah. For example, first level is 4, second level is 7, third level is 3, 5, 7 plus 3, 10. So if you're impaired, don't start messing with effort. Debilitated. A critically injured state. Debilitated character cannot or may not take any actions other than to move, probably crawl, no more than an immediate distance. If a debilitated character's speed is 0, they can't move at all.
Yeah, see, I can't
Okay.
move, but can I talk then?
It'd be labored, or it'd be labored, but yeah.
Okay.
So I think I would like to think that Imelda would think of the little figurine because, like, everything else we have is very clearly something of value,
Hmm.
and that wasn't. And so,
Mm.
I might say something like figurine and sort of
Uh,
point towards my pack. And
I'll let you spend a hero point to not make the roll.
okay, I would do that. I have a hero point, so I might as well use it.
Yeah. Essentially, like you're one free.
Yeah.
Whoop, wrong one. Yeah. So, shoot, mention that. Vander, go ahead. I wanted to make sure like it didn't make rolls more difficult or anything like that. So it doesn't. It just means effort is much more costly.
Yeah.
Mm.
So maybe not spend effort.
Well, with the figurine being pointed out, um,
Like you could
So
check
I-
it maybe.
yeah, I would know where to start looking, and
Mhm.
yeah, let's make a. I guess let's try to figure out if there's any weird hinky energy that matches up with the Myth Taker.
I think
Or
you
Myth
checked
Taker.
it when you first found it, and you found you did find some magic around it. But at the time, I think you guys weren't sure. It's like, okay, well, the receipts were probably magic, right?
Hmm.
But you could give a
Okay.
second shot at it.
Yeah, let's try to do that.
I want to say like
Um,
enchantment or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, let's not waste it on that. All right, let's go with magic training. Oh hell yeah!
7. So
Next.
Vander's gonna like kind of limp over and dig through the pack and find this little figurine. Kind of turning it over, and again, you're gonna feel that kind of magic pulse off of it. And yeah, you're pretty sure this is what it was. It almost feels. It feels. You can feel like that the magic in it has changed, as if it's reduced. If it's like 1% or charging up, kind of thing.
Mm.
It's like maybe it spent whatever charge it had, and now it's building back up.
Okay.
But with a 7, if you had to guess, this is probably his phylactery, I guess would be the right word for it, the closest word.
Okay. Well, I don't want to deal with this bozo anymore. I said blow it up. Any objections?
Imelda will just hold up a thumbs up from her prone position.
Rusty
Go for
agrees. Rusty agrees in Scottish.
I
Aye, yeah, do it.
Okay. So Vander is going to whip this clay figurine up into the air and point his hand like it's a finger gun.
Mhm.
And when his thumb goes down, he's gonna shatter it.
I picture, because your might is the 0 stat. It's very much like a, and it goes like 10 feet.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So Vander ends up getting peppered with a couple of little clay shards. And they're no, fuck, ow.
And now Vander's unconscious. Now.
And nobody saw that.
Damage passes out.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to do that.
Excellent.
So this figurine's gonna and just shrapnel everywhere.
Yeah, hasta la vista, asshole.
Yeah, it was actually labeled clay figurine. Mythkeeper's Phylactery.
Excellent.
There we
Goodbye.
go. So, at the very least, if he revives again, it won't be here. Probably.
Probably.
So, what's the plan now?
Fall down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, after a good night's sleep, I guess continue on.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta check on something though.
Okay, well. So I get, after 10 hours, I have 6 back. So there we go. So I am not completely dead.
Oh, don't worry about that. Hold on. We'll do this. And we'll get you the rest of the night for sleep at least.
Woo.
So that'll get you your recovery rolls back.
Do. Okay.
I imagine Rusty's just. Oh, I feel fine. In Scottish. How long do you guys want to like rest here? You're only a few hours away from the Mouth of Swords.
Yeah, I mean, I would take that up to 1 hour recovery thing, and then
Mhm.
that's where I am now. So I'm happy to move now. Like I've recovered enough that I would feel comfortable doing the rest of our hike, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Okay. So at the very least, getting a few hours of shut eye, so you're not, totally dead.
Right. But once we've done that, then getting on our way.
Okay. Imelda,
Yes.
can you give me an intellect defense, please?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm a little afraid to ask why, but
I mean, you're
I'm
gonna
just
have some bad
assuming-
dreams while you're sleeping, but that's it.
okay.
I imagine just getting wrecked by an army of ghosts probably would have that effect.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Oh, you're not trained in any defense. Oof.
No, why?
No, I said don't, like I saw it on this sheet. It's like that's not right, and I went and checked Earth, and it's like, oh yeah, no, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, that was none of my skills are in
Yeah. Defense.
defense at all. No.
On Earth, I have.
Well, I mean, I have like the ice armor and stuff is
Mhm.
defensive a little bit, but
Right. Yeah, like you've got
yeah,
armor and things like that.
maybe,
You just don't
maybe
have.
next time we level up,
You're just not
I'll do
trained in
something
it. That's all.
yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Well, I have a skill coming up when we get more XP, so maybe I'll take some kind of defensive skill.
Oh yeah. Okay. Calendar. Yeah. Can I get one more plain D10? We want high rolls.
Okay, I'm doing it this time.
Okay. Another 1. A 3. Okay. We're gonna pocket that 3.
Lordy.
So, a little bit of a shorter session this week, but we'll wrap it up there. You guys are going to get a bunch of XP. Virgil, yes, I know. She's home. Go tell Mom. Go on. He's trying to climb into my lap when he's nearly 80 pounds. Does not work.
Yeah.
It's like my pity. She'd crawl on your lap and then try to do the puppy thing where they kind of flop against you on their back,
Hey,
like
hey,
lean
no,
back.
those are my
Except
socks.
she was so heavy she would actually knock me over doing that.
Oh, yeah.
There are a few times where I just ended up laying on the floor and she was just kind of curled up on my like entire torso because, well, she's a pity. She's not small. And I'm just laying there like,
I'm a
does she
puppy.
even know?
Yeah.
Does she know that she's big?
No.
Which
She's
no,
just
she.
laying there thinking,
Yeah.
this is everything right.
Oh, yeah.
This dog that accidentally ran through a fence and looked at me confused. Like, she just kind of like squeezes her way out from like between the boards when she kicked one out and just looks at me like, what the fuck?
Why did that hurt?
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh god damn it, you were too damn big, aren't you? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She just barked at a squirrel, so she just jumped up to like, put her paws up on the fence. But she was moving too fast, and it just ka-chunk. Napped a
Trying to
few
check.
ropes that we had, like, keep her from like jumping the fence because she was strong enough to do that.
Oops.
I'm trying to check. Where's that? How much XP? Because there was like, if you do X, Y, and Z, you get XP. I'll figure it out. Because I want to say it was. You guys are going to get a bunch. I know I can't find it. Because of course I can't. Other than I write it down. And then I lose where I write it down.
Well, I will make a note
There it
that
is.
you need plus XP.
Found it. For each egg you recover, 1 XP.
Okay, so that's 5.
You did not defeat him permanently, so you don't get that one.
Oh, smashing the figurine didn't do that?
No.
Okay.
Should have drained it.
Let me see.
So how, like, just out of curiosity, how do you defeat him permanently?
Let me see. It's written down. Let me double check, make sure. Dun, dun, dun. Wrath Lord. Wrath Lord. Okay, so he did that. Defeated him, destroyed the one. Killing. Oh, yeah, no, okay, you do get that one. If I kill him twice, the third time it regenerates. Okay. So yeah, you killed him. Congratulations. So there's 2. 7. You did not recover the stranger slaying cipher. And for the whole place, 4, you get 11 XP altogether.
Oh, wow.
A lot.
That's enough for us to level up.
You should be. You're close to it.
Whoops. No.
Holy hell. 13,
Yeah,
17.
I just did mine.
All right.